Hey, welcome back to the Chill Sports Blog. Today we're going to talk a little NBA, a little free agency. As you know, July 1st through July 8th is the NBA free agents period. Really crazy, a lot of stuff going on. First off, before we get into kind of where I think everyone will kind of go. First off, you can't predict this for sure. It's something you can't predict. You won't know until it's all said and done. But it's just a little fun to talk about, I guess. Kind of fun to go ahead and just kind of take your guess at where you think guys are going to go, where you think they'll end up, and that's what we're going to go ahead and do here today. And we'll start off today with Rudy Gay out of the Memphis Grizzlies. Real good scorer, good playmaker, make things happen. I think he's going to end up with the Los Angeles Clippers. I think he's a cheaper option for them at the small forward, the 3 spot. Real good playmaker, can still make plays. I think he's going to be able to do it. The Grizzlies are still in the mix to keep him, though. I'd say 50-50 Clippers and Grizzlies. Carlos Boozer, the Jazz forward. He's looking like he's going to be a net. I think the net will strike out on Stoudemire and Bosch. As you'll learn about them later. I think this is the next big man option in that tier of money that they're looking at. Miami is a possibility, somewhat, just because of how they have had good connections. Boozer and Miami in the past, both in past free agent signings, have said they would like to work with each other. The only thing holding back Miami from getting Boozer is LeBron and Bosch. Those possibilities. I think Boozer doesn't want that uncertainty. He'll go somewhere else. David Lee, the Knicks. I think he'll stay with the Knicks. The Knicks can't afford to lose the closest thing to a franchise face that they have. If they strike out on LeBron, which I think you'll see that they do, Lee is the best option for a pair of a good front court and back court guy, and I got that guy for you here coming up, who I think the Knicks will take. The Nets are their slim possible option because, just like Boozer, they're kind of in the mix. But I think if the Nets do take Boozer, then Lee will be out. The Nets need a big man though, if they just sent Yi Ji-yeon, one of their best players, to send him off to the Wizards. So that big spot is open for the Nets, but I think Lee will stay with the Knicks. Amari Stoudemire, Phoenix, Miami, 50-50. I'm going to say he's going to stay in Phoenix, even though there's some bad blood there right now. That team just suits him better. Miami could fight for him hard as Wade's counterpart down low, but if others don't pay out. But I think others will play out here, most definitely. Down in Miami, I think Phoenix will keep Stoudemire. Paul Pierce just found out yesterday he's opting out of his contract in Boston. I think he'll stay in Boston. It's definitely going to cost Boston a chance to go out and make a splash in free agency. Pierce, the Boston Globe was reporting this morning that Pierce is going to drive up the price. He feels like he's underpaid. He's going to drive up the price, and if you're Boston, you can't let a franchise go like this, especially bringing you to 3 straight deep playoff runs. He's been the leader of that team without a doubt. So, like I said, the Boston Globe said Pierce is going to drive up that price as high as he can. Pierce feels like he deserves it, and he knows that Boston's going to match it, whatever he throws on the table. The only possibility left, I think, the slimmest chance for Pierce is going to be the Clippers, just because the fact that Pierce, an LA guy, maybe wants to end his career in LA, but I think he's going to end it in Boston. Dirk Nowitzki is going to stay in Dallas, plain and simple, one of the easier ones of this whole free agency season. Dirk, no one's really come out and said that they want him. Of course everyone wants him, but no one's going to put their neck out there and say they're looking at him. Dallas will raise up the price. Mark Cuban's not going to let a guy like that go. He's already let one franchise guy go and Nash. He's not going to let Nowitzki go as well. So I definitely see Nowitzki staying there. He's been very ho-hum with the situation, very quiet, no intention of going anywhere, and just like Paul Pierce, he's the franchise player in the face. Joe Johnson, the Hawks guard, I see him in New York. I see the Knicks striking out on LeBron and Wade, and just the other day, ESPN's Tim Legler reported that Joe Johnson and the Knicks had already wrote up a contract. They've already drew up one. That gives you clues that they're giving up on LeBron. So Spike Lee, Chris Rock, everyone that tried to get LeBron, I think, are going to strike out in New York. Johnson's the next best available scorer, I think, in this kind of price range. I don't think Wade would ever think about going to New York. I think he's going to leave at Miami, where he's at now, or his hometown Chicago. We'll find out. I'll let you know what I think of that in a second. But Joe Johnson, I think he's going to go to New York, make a good front court tandem, as we talked about with David Lee. Lee in the front court, Johnson in the back court. Knicks building something up here. Spike Lee shouldn't hang his head too low after not getting LeBron. I think Joe Johnson's a great fit in New York. Real good pure scorer and great shooter. Chris Bosh, it's simple. Chris Bosh is going to go wherever LeBron James goes. That's no surprise. LeBron and Bosh has said he wants to play with LeBron. He'll take a pay cut if he has to. Bosh wants a championship. He's a competitor. Not really known that well. One of the most underrated players because he was up in Toronto. I think for Bosh, this may spoil my LeBron, the reasons that Bosh should go to Chicago, he'll be playing with a defensive-minded center next to him in Joakim Noah. He doesn't have to worry about defense that much, Bosh, which he's had to take the defense and the offense load in Toronto. Here in Chicago, he could just play offense and do that really well and score a lot. Look at anywhere 20, 25 points a game for sure. The reasons he could go to the Knicks, because they're the top leader. If the Raptors want to do a sign and trade deal where you can sign him from us, but we're going to go ahead and get something out of you. The Knicks are the best by far with money and other players available to do that. David Lee could be a possibility as well to ship out. That would ruin the whole Joe Johnson-David Lee combo. But I just think Miami the other contender for Bosh, obviously, just because it'd be a pair to go with Wade. I think Chicago is the most likely choice for Bosh. Flip right into Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, one of the best that Miami, this franchise, has ever seen. Probably the best, I think. And franchise, the only way he's not going to be in Miami is if something crazy happens. He has a chance to stay home, make more money, lure in a big-time man such as Amari Stoudemire, maybe, very possibly, or Boozer. But definitely I think he'll lure in someone down there in South Beach. Chance to be with the power forward, have another big score player with Beasley. Beasley could be shipped if they want to bring in a big guy. But it's just the loyalty with Pat Riley, the Miami organization. The Heat aren't going to let Dwayne Wade go anywhere. Wade doesn't really want to go anywhere, I don't think. And of course, it's time. Go ahead and cue the drum roll. Brrr. It's LeBron James. This is what this whole summer's been about. And I see 23 ended up taking the legacy of another 23. I think he'll switch his number to 9 for his Olympic number. But Chicago Bulls, I think you just won yourself the LeBron James sweepstakes. The max salary space, they're playoff ready now. The Bulls are. They've been in the playoffs. But Derrick Rose, Heinrich's gone, but Derrick Rose, and you know, go back to Heinrich real quick. That's gave me the clue and the real inkling that the Bulls are going to get LeBron is when they ship Kirk Heinrich away to go ahead and clear up some cap space for LeBron. That gave it away right there, I think. So I think LeBron to Chicago. I think LeBron, Derrick Rose, Chris Bosh, Joakim Noah, and if they can keep Luol Deng, you know, that is a beautiful starting five, and you have to worry about Chicago big time thin. Youth, money in Chicago with Rose, Noah, it makes perfect sense. A big market, big publicity, and the best chance to win right now of all these contenders, I think, more than Miami and more than New York, it's Chicago for LeBron. He'll lure in Bosh. Bosh said he wants to play with LeBron. So as you see, as I already told you, I think Bosh, LeBron, both to Chicago. But that'll pretty much do it. But once again, guys, anything can happen. You know, it would take a miracle for all three, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, to get together on a team. There's been rumors it could happen. They would all three have to take a big pay cut, but you never know because athletes want to win at this level. Professional athletes, they want to win. They'll do anything to get to that promised land of winning, and so it could happen. Chances of that happening, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh all on the same team, I would say less than 2%. I don't think it's going to happen. It would take a miracle for sure. But watch, stay tuned to all the coverage on ESPN and whatnot, and definitely don't listen to the sources and don't listen to me because to be honest, it's not going to be finalized until the contracts are signed and the names are stitched on the jerseys. But thanks for listening to the Chill Sports Blog here, the NBA Free Agency edition. I'll be back tomorrow with World Cup quarterfinal previews, and once again, thanks for watching, and until next time, you and yours have a good one.